Hi everyone, so Laura and I are excited to finally share our PEDS term project. So for this project, we actually made a booklet. Lauren's showing it right now, but so it's called Sensory Survival Guide for Your Child, and it's for ages 10 to 14. And our intended audience were parents because parents know their child better than anyone else. And evidence from research, which we got from AOTA articles, it showed that parents lack the education of the sensory system.
So why did we choose this topic? Many parents have a misunderstanding about the sensory processing system and assume that their child is misbehaving. Rather than viewing the child's behavior as negative or bad, the goal was to inform the parents on why the child may be responding with anger, frustration, or ultimately avoiding situations which may cause a breakdown. It is likely that patience and persistence is needed to care for a child with sensory processing issues, but when a child feels supported and accepted, they can work through their challenges and function in their home environment with guidance from the parents.
So we think this topic is important because parents of children with sensory issues have reported a desire to develop a better understanding of their child's behavior and learn supportive strategies to be able to help their child. And that information is from an AOTA article as well. More importantly, parents have reported dissatisfaction because of difficulties obtaining desired information and displeasure with discussions about their child development or behavior.
So why did we make the book the way we did? So we did some research on what is best for how to make a book. So in order to attract readers, we wanted to make an engaging title page. This lets the readers know that it may be a pediatric-based book. However, we didn't want to make it like a children's storybook. We wanted structure since the intended audience is for the parents. So Amanda's going to pull up an ebook, or actually I'm going to pull up an ebook in a few minutes. And pages 4 to 10 are laid out in the same format to keep readers understanding how the pages are laid out and to keep structure on each page. And also there's limited visual stimuli on each page, as this can be distractible or cause involuntary attention. Also, like little images also often associate to each word. So we have a little picture connected to each sensory system to kind of make that connection. And lastly, there's a listing format on pages 4 to 10, as this is proven to have a shorter information search time, better recall of information presented, and a more positive attitude towards the information when it is presented in this. So I'm going to share my screen. And this is our ebook. We kind of made this just so we could present it to you guys better. And it's kind of hard to show you what we made just by looking at this. So this is our table of contents. It just gives parents a structure on where to find this information. And this is our sensory system. As you can see, there's a little image attached to each sensory system to kind of make that connection. And then Amanda's going to talk about this page.
Yeah, so this page is just the basic information. So what is sensory processing disorder? And then sensory integration and how OT can help. And at the bottom, it gives a definition of hyposensitivity and hypersensitivity in that little table.
And then we'll just show you one. This is page 4. So this layout is going to be the exact same for pages 4 through 10. So we'll just give you it just on one of these pages, and Amanda will talk about it.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll read the tactile strategy page just to save time, and then we'll briefly go over the rest. But yeah, so tactile, the definition referring to touch. Touch can be basic awareness and of where and how a person has been touched, or it can involve more discrimination touch as a base for the development skill. So in that table, we just have signs for hypo and hypersensitive. So for hypo, for example, seeking out surfaces and textures that provide strong tactile feedback. And then a sign for hyper, dislikes being touched by others, distressed when people are near, even when they are not touching. And then if you go down below the table, there's some intervention strategies for the parent. So just a few activities they can do. So for hyposensitive, a stress ball may help, or hands-on activities, or using a keyboard to take notes. And hypersensitive, avoiding excess contact with other students, giving advance warning about touch, weighted blankets. And then if you scroll down, all the other pages have the same setup. It gives definition, the signs of hyper and hyposensitive, and then again, there's intervention strategies at the bottom.
And then we have our references on the last page that we used to put this book together.
Yeah, so that's our booklet. So the key takeaways we want parents to gain from this book are how to identify sensory processing issues when their child is oversensitive, undersensitive, or both. And then readers are also able to understand how OT can benefit their child, and then how they can learn to manage their sensory or challenges and understand how their child's reactions are triggered, or how they can be prevented. So yeah, that was our book. Thank you guys for watching, and we can't wait to see what you guys created.
Thank you.